everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, y'all can do better than that. I'm excited. Hello, everybody. Yes, that's great. So I'm Nancy with Acadiana Talent, for those of you who don't know. And this is the Blue Moon Saloon. This is where we started it all about 5 years ago, right there on the back porch, right after COVID, and we could get together again. We started doing open mic every Tuesday night, and now we're back at the Blue Moon after touring around Lafayette a few spots because we can't stand the cold here. But lucky for us, that's not what's happening tonight. It's just nice cool temperature. So thanks to the Blue Moon for having us back, and Zeke behind the bar. Yes. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, wait, something new. We're doing Storytellers now. And for years, we've gone open mic where we just sign up, right? Everybody takes a turn, and it's been fabulous. I love it. But I thought maybe we'd do something new. And so I talked to Jason Harrington, and he said yes. I said, how about if you host the Songwriter Night and then bring two people up at a time and kind of get the story behind the song, because that's what it's all about. I fell in love with the songwriter years ago when my son was writing music and his band was playing music in the garage. That's how I got started with this. And then a solo festival came about. And then I really fell in love with the songwriter. I didn't realize how many songwriters there were around here. And so we've been doing this for 5 years now, and I think it's time for a great change. And Jason's going to do something new with us tonight. Basically, I said, bring up a couple of people at a time and interview them and do the story and kind of mentor them also on. Some people are ready to have you play on their song, right? Others are not ready for that.
This, huh? That's awesome. So, this is so great. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm so excited. We got some incredible songwriters out tonight. And whenever Nancy called to talk about this, like my wheels kind of started spinning a little bit. And it kind of reminded me of kind of the process of coming to understand how to do this kind of thing. Like, we're in South Louisiana, and for the most part, when people go out to see a band, they're not going to sit quietly. They're going to dance and cut up and have a good time. And that's awesome. I mean, it really is. That said, as songwriters, sometimes you go to play your song somewhere and you spend 6 months working on your lyrics, and then while you're playing them, people are just dancing around and having a good time, and that's beautiful. But it's nice to have a place where we can come and kind of share each other's songs and all that. And so what I'm excited about tonight is kind of discussing some of that, right? Like those of us who know each other know that when we talk to each other about what we do, we all kind of do different things. We all do the same thing, but we do it in different ways. And I think something like tonight can give us kind of an opportunity to share some of that and learn some stuff from each other. And yeah, I'm excited about it. That makes sense?
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to start off with a tune before I bring up our first couple songwriters. And this is one that is oh, sorry, it might be loud. It's on now. So back in the day when I would write songs, I didn't notice this at the time, but when I listen back to them, I'm like, man, I used to put a lot of work into songs. And then I got busier, and I started writing songs in my car when I'm driving around, and sometimes my songs get real simple. And this one was essentially 2 chords and 1 lyric. And I want to do it first because I want y'all to help me with it a little bit. It's called Don't It Make You Feel. And to me, what it was about was like, I like to say whenever you walk in the kitchen, you know, if everything smells good, your mouth starts watering. I think whenever you hear music, if the music's right, something in your body starts moving a little bit. So if you feel like tapping your feet, clapping your hands, snapping your fingers, sing along, please do it, because I don't have a drummer, so I'd appreciate if y'all would be my drummer. Don't it make you feel? Don't it make you feel? Don't it make you feel? days. What's the latest craze? Used to be purple haze. It was electric waves. But don't it make you feel? It don't it make you feel? It don't it make you feel? It don't it make you feel? Don't it make you feel? Yeah! Don't it make you feel? Yeah, you're right. That's so flattering, you know. It's been a long time since I felt fine. Been a few nights since I felt right. It's been a long day. It's always the same thing. But don't it make you feel? That don't it make you feel? 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 Yeah. Thank you. All right, so whenever I talked to Nancy about this, I was super comfortable with the idea of doing it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring in a couple of ringers and set myself up for success with some people that I'm comfortable with. And then hopefully once that's done, I'll know what I'm doing a little bit, and then it'll go from there. So I'd like to introduce a couple of my friends. First off, Mr. Steve Judice, come up, and also Mr. Ryan Harris. Yeah, thank y'all for being here.
Oh, honor to be included, bro.
So, and also while they plugging in, I want to take a second to give a shout out to Garrett, taking care of sound, and Bailey, shooting pictures, and to say congratulations, they are recently engaged. Here's the beautiful thing. Ryan, you got a song for us over there?
Yeah, I don't have a song about being a ringer. Hello? Check 1, 2.
Not yet. Probably will before the end of the night.
Yeah, I got a vocal. I did plug the guitar in, Steve. Thank you. It wouldn't be the first time that I didn't. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? to
Me?
start this
I
off?
always got a request for you, man.
What you got?
Can you do that? Keep on living.
I can't.
Want to tell me anything about that before you do it?
You want to know a story where it came from?
Well, I want you to tell them whatever you want to tell them. So here's how I'm thinking about this, right? Like,
Okay.
if you buy a CD, not that anybody buys CDs anymore, but if you listen to a song on Spotify or somewhere like that, about 75% of the way through it, you might figure out what the song's about, and then you can start it over and listen to it again. Whenever you do this, you don't have the opportunity to start your song over and play it again. So the way you introduce it can kind of set you up for success by kind of giving everybody kind of a little bit of insight into what they expect. And I think that's whenever you watch people who really do it on a high level, it adds something to the show. It adds something to the performance that makes it all make a little more sense. So is that enough guidance?
It does.
Right.
So I was hanging out at a neighborhood bar years ago. I was kind of going through a rough time, as happens sometimes. And there's a guy there. His name will come up later because it's in the song. Michael Ellis. He was celebrating his birthday and bought the people that were hanging out a round of shots. And he said he made a toast that said, "You just got to keep on living." And then another guy said, "Don't stop sucking air until your time is through." And so me being a perpetual songwriter, I said, well, let me write that down. And I went home and wrote the song. And it's basically a true account of what happened that night at Chelsea's over there in Baton Rouge.
so good. You need to celebrate for two. That's why Michael Ellis had on a special occasion Red Wing boots. And he walked up to the bar, he ordered a round of Patron that went down so smooth. He had a secret for getting older, he made sure we all knew. Just keep on living, it's all you got to do. Don't stop sucking air until your time is through. The night went long, that's how the best ones usually go. Just making the most of a Tuesday, completely gone with the flow. About the time J.J. Cale came on the radio, well, I was right where I wanted to be, thinking back to his toes. Just keep on living, it's all you got to do. Well, don't stop sucking air until your time is through. Just keep on living, it's all you got to do. Well, don't stop sucking air until your time is through. Hey!
Well, I wrote this song celebrating the occasion of my wife and I having our 40th wedding anniversary. And that ain't nothing, man. That was 7-8 years ago. But I debuted it in Sacramento, California, and I learned an important lesson about like articulating your words well, particularly if you get outside Louisiana. Because I introduced it as a love song for aging couples. And when I finished playing it, I was asked, this lady came up, she goes, I really love that song, but why is that a love song for Asian couples? And I had no answer for her. But since Bailey and Garrett just got engaged, I'm going to dedicate this song to you guys, because it is a love song, whether you're Asian or not. Will you find a way to love me still when you're left to hold my frail and trembling hand? Will you find a way to know me still when my thinking fails? I'm hard to understand. These two hearts still beat as one when this old heart don't beat the way it should. The promises we made as kids still hold when having to hold on feel that good. Will you find a way to look up to me when Father Time has cut me down to size? Will you find your way back to where we used to be? The light grows dim behind my eyes. These two hearts still beat as one when this old heart don't beat the way it should. The promises we made as kids still hold when having to hold on feel that good. And will you find a way to do for me when I can't do on my own? And will you find your way back to where we used to be while I wrestle with my demons all alone? These two hearts beat as one, and this old heart don't beat the way it should. The promises we made as kids still hold when you're having to hold on, feel that good. These boys dresses look pretty, huh? Thank you.
That's beautiful. Some of my favorite things about playing with Steve is that you learn a lot about songwriting, and then you just also get a very beautiful perspective of living. That's awesome. I appreciate that. So while we all were playing, I was thinking of something, because going back to what Nancy had mentioned about the idea of playing along with each other and accompanying each other. So I had something for you two to think about. Like, Ryan, you're like incredible at like sitting in with somebody and with a song that you've never heard before, and figuring out how to participate in that song without stepping on it. So I'm curious what you think about, like, what are you doing whenever you're sitting there deciding what to play? And then the flip side of that, Steve, is whenever somebody's accompanying you, what kind of things do you not want to have happen?
Watch it. Watch it.
I play with Ryan a lot, and what I really don't want to have happen is for them to, any lead, to play over you while you're singing. It's like you add it where there's space for it, and Ryan's very, very good at that. The other thing I don't want to have happen is me to forget the chords and him to get them right.
Jazz is fun.
Jazz. Like I know a jazz chord if it hit me in the ass.
Well, when you jump to something outside of the key, it starts feeling like jazz.
Yeah.
But that hadn't happened in a while. I guess that if I had to offer advice to somebody who wants to do that, my standard go-to thing is learn the song first.
And when I say learn the song first, I don't mean go home and listen to it, learn it, and come and play it. But when you're listening to somebody play their song, you're now a part of the story that they're trying to tell. And in order to be respectful of that, you have to know what that is. So this can be how it feels, if it's sad, if it's happy or whatever, you kind of try and match that vibe with them. But then also quarterly speaking, if you're not 100% sure, if if it takes you a verse or two to kind of figure that out, and you're doing like, he was in the key of G right there. So you don't have to instantly jump in with I know that's a G chord. You can kind of do these little, take those little pieces of chords up and down the neck of the guitar, like little stuff like that. And you kind of do that until you figure out what the chords actually are. And what that does, it kind of forces you to do what I think Steve was talking about. You're a little bit more restrained. Because scales are great, but people don't really want to hear you play scales all the time. So if you're doing that, it kind of, you'll learn the song, and then when you get a chance to kind of take a ride, you got a good feel for it. That's kind of how I approach it.
I think that's what I teach, and what I tell my students isn't like, you can participate in a conversation about something that you don't know anything about, right? And that might just mean be like, yeah, I hear you. And then once you start getting a feel for what they're talking about, then you can ask a question. You can, whatever, and it's like, but it's like, right whenever somebody brings something up, you don't just jump in and like start talking about, I don't know, something different, right? And I think that's what Ryan's saying. It's like, learn the song throughout the first half of it, and then by the end of it,
you kind of got it. You're ready to add something to the conversation.
Yeah. You got another one for us?
I got one or two. I'm gonna do one. I really like playing the song when I go to Texas because it's about a bunch of Louisiana stuff, Louisiana imagery, and the story behind this one. I was out walking around the neighborhood in the Garden District with my kid, and the water was real high at the levee. And one of our a block over, one of our neighbors does like wildlife management kind of stuff or whatever, and he had a daughter that was about a year older than my daughter, so we would always seem to end up over there, and me and him got along really well. And he was asking me if I'd gone seen the levee yet, because the water was real high. I said no, I didn't. And he showed me a little video he had taken on his phone. He was out on an airboat in the Bonnie Carey spillway, and they had opened up the locks, and that was the second time that year they were doing that, which was kind of a big deal. So we went and drove to the levee, and we look at the water, and the water's real high. And where we were set up, it's out of the natural floodplain of the river, but my daughter being very young, she was very freaked out about the fact, what if the river floods? What's going to happen? And so she was still young enough at the time where I could get away with like playing guitar in her room and she would think it was cool. She hadn't thought it was not cool yet. And so I was kind of sitting there picking something and thinking about it.
Comes inevitably.
Yeah, it really does. But she's old enough now to where she kind of thinks it's cool again. At least that's what I tell myself. But my mom had a very similar experience growing up in White Castle, Louisiana, across the river from us. Their house was right off a river road. And I remember her telling me stories about she just couldn't sleep at night because she was so worried that the river was going to flood. So I get back into that kind of songwriting headspace. And so I'm writing a song for my daughter, but I'm also kind of writing a song for my mom. And this is the song that came out of it. Weatherman keeps talking. He's calling for more rain. Seeing all these clouds, I didn't need him to explain. Rivers are rolling high,
Still got 3 feet of levee. I hear it's gonna crest soon. Already opened the Bonnie Carey. And surge water could wash us away. Just rest easy now, 'cause it won't be today. No, not today. We should go out walking while we still can. Might not be going again, if you believe the weatherman. Rivers are rolling high, still got 2 foot of levee. I hear it's gonna crest soon. Already opened the Bonnie Carey. And surge water could wash us away. Just rest easy now, 'cause it won't be today. No, not today. Last chance Morganza, she saved us twice before. I see you, Morgan City, swimming at the edge of the world. And surge water could wash us away. Just rest easy now, 'cause it won't be today. No, not today.
Ron and I had a pretty golden opportunity. I guess it was back in June to open a show for John Prine's grandson Tommy. And while we were in the green room with Tommy, he was telling us that he and his wife were expecting a baby, and they were gonna name him Teddy. And we talked about how it was a shame that John didn't get an opportunity to meet that grandson, and that inspired a song. And I tried to write it kind of like from John Prine's perspective about his coming grandson and his hopes about the future for him. And it's called "To Teddy from Grandpa John." I wish you could have shooken your little hand and had a year or two to tell stories and sing some silly old songs the way that granddads do. I know part of me lives on in you, and I think that's just swell. But I'm hoping that you only get the parts that serve your spirit well. Hope you get the good parts that help you hear your heart's own harmonies. I hope you get the good parts. Leave the rest to rest along with me. Hope your first heartache don't hurt too hard. Your first kiss is mighty sweet. And I'm hoping that you always bring a big old smile to everyone you meet. Hope you marry well, spend your holidays with children all around. When you go in for a penny, hope you come out with a pound. I hope you get the good parts that help you hear your heart's own harmonies. I hope you get the good parts. Leave the rest to rest along with me. Hope the coffee's always dark and hot whenever you need a cup. And I'm hoping that you have a taste for bolo ties when you start dressing up. Hope that inspiration finds you and the muses are your friends. And you always have the tools you need when you got a fence to mend. Hope you get the good parts and help you hear your heart's own harmony. Hope you get the good parts. Leave the rest to rest along with me. Yeah, you can leave the rest to rest along with me.
All right, but Brian Harris and Steve UBs.
I was 15.
So, next couple songwriters, another couple friends of mine, and I see them. I assume they're close by. Mr. J.P. Summers and Mr. Reese Sullivan. Hey, that's J.P. J.P.'s gonna come up, and there's Reese. Reese is coming too. Come on, Reese. That's not gonna make him uncomfortable at all. So I grew up in Abbeville, Louisiana. Yeah. And I moved to Lafayette the day after I graduated high school. Pawned my saxophone, and I bought a guitar and an amp. And I moved down to this little apartment by the Strip. And I don't remember a lot about living there for different reasons. But one thing I do remember is there was a Circle K not far. We'd always walk down to the Circle K. And one time I was behind the Circle K, and I met this bird who lived back there. He told me a story about his cousin who used to stay with him and got tired of all the noise and the traffic and the trash and everything that happens behind Circle K's. And he left, and he flew kind of southwest and ended up in Mo, Louisiana, at the solid waste landfill. And I thought that was a weird enough thing to experience, and I was like, I better write a song about that. So here's that too. Slicing through the altitude, aiming for the sun. Blisters on my wrinkled feet will soon be all but gone. I'm flapping towards the trapdoor light, ever gazing down. Tired tracks and electric lines, a grid, the pattern ground. I was just a little bird in my mama's nest. Never knew the world outside would offer so much stress. Now I see those crippled dreams are only dreams at best. I heard the news, I learned the flu, and I quickly headed west to Mo, Louisiana. Settled high on top of a pile of broken furniture. Liquid lines of veneered pine awoke memories of home. And then the tractors came, and once again, that old refrain was gone. So I circled till the twilight killed the last remaining hum. Spotted spots across the space of littered hallowed ground. A reservation I reclaimed, but all who circled round. A feathered flock, a tattered stock, all some sorrow bound. Let the wind escape my wings, and I laid my body down. And I sang, thank God for this landfill. Finally find a place to land and fill my beak and belly with plastic-colored sand. I won't fall down on my knees, 'cause I know where I stand. Well, I'm back, yeah, I'm back. I'm back where I begin. Plastic-colored sand. You might think that a bitterness would fill my feathered heart, but truth be told, the streets of gold among these littered parts. There's treasure in the trash that blooms beneath the glistening stars. From sunset till dawn appears, this piece of land is ours. And we sing, thank God for this landfill. Finally got a place to land. Fill my beak and belly with plastic-colored sand. I won't fall down on my knees, 'cause I know where I stand. I'm back, yes, I'm back. I'm back where I begin. Yeah, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back where I begin. Thanks so much. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Reese Sullivan on the end.
Yeah.
You know, man, be familiar with Reese. Reese is a fantastic songwriter, beautiful human being. So, got something for us?
Yeah. Stand up here. It's a great song, that Jason.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Check. This I don't know. I wrote this a long time ago, 31 years ago. I don't know, not a lot to say about it, but I just miss everything I've done consistently. I'm like, I look at stuff I did, I'm like, this is horrible. It sucks. Basically nonstop. But I came back to this, I'm like, this is all right, you know?
Can I stop you for a second right there? I think just that is a good thing to know, that even people like Reese feel like that, right?
I will wait till you hear me for that.
All right.
But I don't know, I get tired of playing the same shit. So it's like a constant. I don't know, I mean, I tend to average maybe a song every couple weeks. So it's hard for me to talk about why I'm writing something, because only so many things to write about, you know what I mean? So it seems like a craft to me more than this thing happened. I write something that does happen too. But anyway, yeah, me and my friends, we, kind of got into some drugs. So we did it. We were trying to write stuff. I found like Abbey Road, where all these songs are connected, and I just couldn't get over it. It was just like the most insane thing that existed. And Pink Floyd at the same time too, kind of. So we were trying to do these things where we connected these songs, and this was in there. But anyway, the lyrics are kind of juvenile, but it's all right, I guess. So I kind of reworked it up.
Don't sell it too hard, you know what I'm saying?
Play it down, then maybe it seems like, well, that's all right, I guess so. Sitting out here on the top of the world, we're watching all the nice boys and pretty girls, feeling our heads flip in this spin. We're coming down, but I can't say when. Honey, let the trip begin. I need to know, babe, what you gonna do with me? Yes, I need to grow into what I was meant to be. 'Cause even in this state of mind, I know my life I still recall. Yes, and though it's just an hour or two, I feel as though through time we fall. Sitting out here on the top of the world, we're watching all the nice boys and pretty girls, feeling our heads flip in this spin. We're coming down, but I can't say when. Honey, let the trip begin. Let the trip begin. Lord, in the morning when the sun pours in, I pray what we feel will not come to an end. I need to know, babe, what you gonna do with me? Yes, I need to grow into what I was meant to be. 'Cause even in this state of mind, something cool in her I see. Yes, and every time she's walking by, I'd like to think she noticed me. Sitting out here on the top of the world, watching all the nice boys and pretty girls, feeling our heads flip in this spin. We'll come down, but I can't say when. Let the trip begin. Hey. Let the trip begin. Oh.
I like that song.
It's all right.
It feels really good. It's like a feel good ride.
Yeah, well, right, yeah, it's kind of fun. So
I feel like I'm in California tripping. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
you know what? That's part of the story. The guy that I did that with, he was determined to move to LA, and even before I'd been there, I was like, LA held no appeal to me at all. But I went with him, and we lived in our vehicles for several months in downtown Santa Monica, and then moved in with a crazy dude. I don't say that lightly. You know what I mean? Like one of the few, two or three that I say a real issue. So anyway, we were in it. It was a California part for that. But, anyway.
I like that song.
That's awesome.
All right, so we've got for JP Summers from down in my hometown, Abbeville, and I'm a big fan of JP's songs.
All right. Let me just make sure I'm tuned real quick. I will say this before I get started, that I love the ukulele because I take it with me everywhere I go. And I write songs in the airport and on airplanes and in bars and on streets and at people's houses and in living rooms and when I'm walking home from work, and I just write a song, and it's been a portable music machine that's been living with me for a couple years. And so I'm excited. And a lot of times when you're playing music live, you got to compete with all the pool playing and all the shindig. So it's cool to be here. Thank you, Jason. So this is my ukulele, and she's a good one. Maybe I'll just write this song for me tonight. And maybe I'll just take it in. Tell myself it's all gonna be alright. I know it is. And oh my God, the pride of a man, it's his downfall every time. But oh my God, the eyes of a man, they see the things you can't deny. So maybe I'll just write this song for you tonight. I'd be glad to have you in. I just wanna be grateful for all the faithful folks who keep praying. I just wanna be grateful. I just wanna be playful. I just wanna be bashful. Get a stash full of weed and run away with you. I just want you to know me. I just want you to hold me and carry me through. I just want you to want me and not need me. Believe me, I need you. So maybe I'll just write this song for me tonight. God knows, I'm gonna do it anyway. Try and stop me. And maybe I'll just scream at the top of my lungs. God knows that I've got shit to say. But I just wanna be great. Good Lord, you know that I'm grateful for all of the faithful folks out there who keep praying me. Yeah.
And so I told y'all, like, so this is our first night doing this, and so I was thinking of, how to manage these little in between things. So it was intentional to get some folks who I knew up first, so I can kind of, get the bugs out and all that stuff. And one of the things I thought about whenever I was thinking about Reese and JP being up here is that they both, I think, write incredibly beautiful songs and perform them well. But I know them well enough also to know that they kind of come at it from in different ways and in different processes. Reese mentioned today that he really focuses on the craft of writing a song. So I think Reese is, will put tons of time into a tune. Not to say you always do, but you're willing to. And I know JP well enough to know also that JP could just sit right here and write 20 songs in the next hour. And I think that that's two very different things. But so what I'm curious about with y'all, I know this is an impossibly difficult question. I probably should have gave it to you beforehand, but do you have any kind of an idea of when you feel like something is done already, or like, that's not to say that there's ever a final draft, but like, when do you feel like something is...
Nothing's irking me.
Nah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at all points, I don't like chords being weird. I like the chord changes to work. I want it to go into whatever part, and I don't want to feel like if I go, then it's not right, and so it's not finished. I don't like to sing a line, or I'm like, God, this sounds dumb, and I have to say this in front of people. So once I get it to a point where I'm like, well, I can say this in front of people, the chords are working. But as far as taking longer, honestly, I think lately I'm like, maybe it's to a fault. Like I've got to make, I shouldn't have to make it more difficult than it's got to be. I should just be able to say, like, here I am, X amount, a little ways into it. I'm like, that's it. That's where it ought to be. Leave it. But I don't know.
I feel like for me, I have a little. For me, the songs are never done. So like every time I sing this song, like one song, I might think sometimes the song comes to me as a seed of an idea, and all you have is a hook, and then you play it more, and then more stuff comes. And like one song can be like I feel like when I record a song, that's that recording of that song at that time. Mm-hmm. Like there, Back Soon. That's what Back Soon was when we went to the studio that day. But Back Soon's gonna be a different song for me when I'm 70 than it is right now. And I feel like for me, the songs are like that. And the recordings are just recordings of the songs. But the songs live on and change all the time. And a lot of times I'll write new stuff on a song that I've had for a while. Or I'll steal the words and do whatever I want. They're my words, so I can do whatever I want. But like, I don't know, I like the idea of like, I feel like for me, where I'm coming from is like, I don't write these songs down. They're all living in my head. So it's like, it's the only time I get to see them is when I play them. And so it's like, I'm trying to get them out there, and that's how I write them over time. And I really try. Like there's songs that are maturing now that started a long time ago, and that's really interesting for me.
Yeah, sorry, normally I don't always have a lot to say, but I can talk about rights. But yeah, I'm with you. And, Beethoven, all those symphonies, he was rewriting them to his death.
Yeah.
So they're not finished. And then John Lennon's like, every song is flawed. And I get it. Yeah, if you figure out a way to fix it. And then I remember also reading a book in my 20s called How to Write. was written by a woman. I don't remember her name, but she's like, yeah, sometimes like you have this thing and you don't really know how to fix it. Something's wrong with it. You're not satisfied. But 10 years later, which is kind of like the song a minute ago, I added that bridge, it's kind of catchy, but you can't just keep playing the same chord. Well, I mean, you can if it works.
Well, but also sometimes you got to see what works. It's like comedians talk about working out material in front of an audience. Like you got to see if the audience, like, I might just have a hook and you play the hook and like people are all of a sudden like, and you're like, okay, people like that. I think that part's good. I can keep that. And the only way to get that feedback is to play it. I'm sorry to interject.
No, yeah, being in front of people is different too. Yeah. But yeah, I think they keep moving. But then, like with the song a second ago, I'm like, well, when I realized like, oh, I can put this bridge in it and it breaks up this monotonous thing. And then when I come back to it, it's like, well, this is all right now. Whereas before, I'm like, it's just too long. Which I mean, even that, there's no way to know. There's obviously not a method or any. It took me playing like some of those like Merle Haggard songs, like "Let's Chase Each Other Around the Room Tonight," before I realized like, oh, this is just 1 to 5, and that's it. There's no 4, there's no 6 minor, there's no 2 minor, there's not a, and I didn't even realize it until I'm playing it. I've listened to it a million times, so it's not like they have to be complex, but yeah, all that gets worked out.
I like simple. I think sometimes my favorite songs are the simpler that, you sang that John Prine tribute and he was the king of just like 3 chords over and over again. It's just the coolest shit you've ever heard.
Yep. This next one? Yeah, this is called Valentine. I don't really have a lot to say about it, I don't guess, but I don't know, it's all right. Okay. Honey, I'm just coming to. I'm lying in the bed. It's late in the afternoon. And I've got a fuzzy head 'cause I've been on the night shift working for to make you mine. I'm trying to write a love song just for you, my Valentine. Honey, you demand of me now more than anyone could quite deliver. See, does it amuse you, hon? 'Cause I've been on the night shift working for to make you mine. I'm trying to write a love song just for you, my Valentine. Everyone we know's asleep. Yes, our neighbors up and down the street. Well, these words like spells where magic dwells. I hope to land within you deep. Honey, I'm just coming to. I'm lying in the bed. It's late in the afternoon. And I've got a fuzzy head 'cause I've been on the night shift working for to make you mine. I'm trying to write a love song just for you, my Valentine. 'Cause I've been on the night shift trying to get this storyline. I'm trying to write a love song just for you, my Valentine.
solo. JP, you got another one for us?
Yeah.
She's always wearing black. She's always staying in. She's thinking about gnawing at your skin. She's lying here, wait. She's been lying here for days. You can't wait. Jump right in. You're not the first. Won't be the last. And you're not her friend. She's got a basement filled with bones. She's got free in it. Stop full. You're not the first. Won't be the last. You're not her friend. She's starting with your cheek. She's been eyeing those for weeks. She can't wait to taste your tongue. She'll save the best for last. She'll have your heart with a glass of night Chianti. And you're not the first. Won't be the last. And you're not her friend. You're not the first. Won't be the last. And you're not her friend.
Jamie Simmons and Reese Sullivan. Are we going to do a quick changeover? I think up next we have Mr. Mickey McCartney and Andre Como. Andre's going to do something unique for us. He's a lyricist and a poet. Does not have music with his songs, and at the moment, but there's music in them, and that's such a beautiful part. So glad you're here.
Thank you.
And Mickey's coming up from somewhere. All right, so while they're doing that, find me a song to play to let Mickey get That's a quick little tune. I'm from mentioned up down in Abbeville, and like a lot of places on the coast, it seems like everything is trying to get us to move somewhere else. Right? I like to say that the land gets a little lower every year, the water gets a little higher, and every insurance company in town is trying to convince you to move. And so I don't know what to do with that. And so I put it into this song because that's why I write songs a lot of times for like mental health purposes. And this is a song called "There's Nothing Left to Do in This Town But Die." There's nothing left to do in this town but die. So Frida took the kids in 2005. Yes, I read a little bit more about Katrina tonight. Ain't nothing left to do in this town but die. doing this town, but I count the rigs along the coast. I'm from side to side, we stacking sand along the high school. 3 bags high, ain't nothing living doing this town, but I ain't nothing living doing this town, but I smear of gasoline burning on the water tonight. Even Holly Beach been gentrified, ain't nothing living doing this town, but I. That's right, I'm gentrified. Yeah. Nothing living doing this town, but I ain't nobody riding on the ferry tonight. Can't catch a fish out here to save your life. Ain't nothing living doing this town, but I ain't nothing living doing this town, but I since Rita took kids in 2005. Guess I heard a little bit more about Katrina than I ain't nothing living doing this town, but I. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's not really true, but it feels like it sometimes. So, is that for Mickey McCartney? Mickey, you wanna play something for us?
I'd like to stand, so. Start off a little somber here. Song about grandmother.
Yes.
Mama, son, I'm from your oldest son. I am your grandson. I never met you. Mama, son, they say that you were fun. And although we've never talked, I cannot forget you. It's not your fault we couldn't meet. From what I heard, you sounded sweet. And even though we'll never speak, it still feels like you're here. Mama, son, I'm from your oldest son. I am your grandson. I never met you. Mama, son, they say that you were fun. But although we've never talked, I will not forget you. I'll do my best to make you proud, although your son was never around. And any time I'm feeling down, I'll just look at your face. No one can choose their family, but I think you would have chosen me. And one day I hope that we can speak, but I'll have to wait till my life's complete. I'll do my best to make you proud, although your son was never around. And any time I'm feeling down, I'll just look at your face. Mama, son, I'm from your oldest son. I am your grandson. forget you. Mama son, they say that you were fun, although we've never talked. I will not forget you. Mama son, I'm your oldest son. I am your grandson. I never met you. Mama son, they say that you were fun, and although we never talked, I will not forget you. And although we've never talked, I cannot forget you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm very appreciative to have the opportunity to participate in this. I have no music, I have only words. And so I feel welcome and I appreciate this. And Nancy welcomed me and encouraged me. And so this is the second time I've done this. And so I've been in the corporate world for all of my adult life in insurance. So, you know, I'm going to take some credit for inspiring that dark piece that you just did. And I don't want to say that there's no opportunity for creative expression, but the opportunities are few and far between. And so about 35 years ago, my wife took me to hear Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. The opening act was an unknown at the time called Travis Tritt, and I just fell in love with the genre and the poetry, you know, and it was simple stuff. And I thought, well, I could do that. I could write that. So I started writing some stuff. So, and more recently, with the encouragement of family, my wife in particular, started writing some stuff. So I have 6 pieces that I feel are what I call worth sharing. Okay, and I'll do 2 this evening. Most of what I fall to is sort of country humor, you know, and I have a streak of humor anyway, which I think is probably to cover up some childhood trauma. But that's what I lean to. So I'm going to read one piece that the first piece I'll do is this is really. My mother died during COVID, and my mother had a great sense of humor, and she loved to make rhymes. So this is really inspired by my mother's death, okay? And it's humorous. It's kind of a dark humor, but my brother and sisters all agreed that she would have appreciated it. So apologize for the long introduction. This is called Where's Mama? Oh, and so I started doing this because I'm hoping that doing this and putting myself out there, some musician will want to do something with what I've written. That's my dream. Okay.
You're in the right spot for that.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is Where's Mom? Our mother, God bless her, when she passed away, the COVID was on and the funeral delayed. We put her in storage till things could get better, but she wasn't in there when we went to get her. Where's Mom? Where's Mama? Where's Mama? She must be somewhere. She couldn't just disappear into the air. Her spirit has lifted, her soul is unbound, but somewhere her earthly remains must be found. The small storage unit my sister had rented was emptied and marked out in fresh lemon center. Because the renter next door to us never would pay, and by mistake, they auctioned our mother away. We noticed a post in the newspaper then, a coffin like new and a body within was found by the sheriff just outside his station, but the body did not have identification. Dear Mama, the sheriff would not let her go. We had a receipt for the casket to show. We argued, we begged, and he finally gave in. And he said, y'all just don't let this happen again. Where's Mama? Where's Mama? She must be somewhere. She couldn't just disappear into the air. Her soul has been lifted, her spirit's unbound, but somewhere her earthly remains must be found. Now the drama's all over and everything's good. Our mother is resting in peace, as she should. We thank the good sheriff who cut us some slack, and the storage place gave us our rent money back.
So I could never think during those two performances. So me and Mickey go way back. We started playing. We played in bands together back in, I don't know, late '90s, mid '90s, all the way through. We've kind of kept in touch and played with each other here and there since. And one thing I know about Mickey is that on any given night you'll see him playing in any different configuration of musicians, which means that the whole show is going to be different. It might be the same songs, but Mickey might be playing the drums and singing the songs, or he might be playing the bass and singing the songs. He's doing whatever needs to happen for the show to happen, right? And what it made me think about with Andre is that, like, Andre, you got lyrics with no music, right? And so Mickey is essentially bringing that to most of the situations he's in. He's got music, but he's adapting that music at all times, right? So I'm curious, Mickey, how you feel about if the instrumentation that you're playing with determines some of the songs that you're doing, or if you enjoy them being different. And I guess the flip side of that for Andre is like, what do you imagine these songs sounding like? You know, like what kind of instrumentation things, and are you open to them kind of being presented in different ways that may be different than you're thinking?
I'll go ahead.
Grab your mic, too, by the way. Y'all can talk to me, but they didn't want to hear you too.
I have learned in my working life that it's very important to, you always want to have a plan going in, but you want a plan to be flexible. You need to have a direction to head into, but be open to the fact that somehow there might be a different way to do it. And I have words. I envy all of you who can make music, and I can feel when these guys are so good and they're expressing their insecurities about this, and I'm just in awe of that. So yeah, if somebody came to me and said, I would like to make music with that, could we change this or that kind of thing? How could I say no?
We're not. What you think, Mickey?
I mean, while he was doing that, the whole time I'm already working out melodies for him. So,
Is this a dating game?
so I mean, I'm writing and shelving songs like 10 songs a week because you put out a lot and like 1 out of 10 will be like a gem.
Mm-hmm.
But when I play, it's really whoever's available. If the drummer's not available, I'll do that. I just want the songs to be played, so I don't care what instrument I'm on.
Right.
Basically.
It's pretty good too. Yeah, that's awesome. You got another one for us?
We doing two?
Yep.
Well, since I think a majority of the crowd hasn't heard this song, I guess you got to put your best stuff out there, right? So, I'm a locksmith, and my other grandmother on my mom's side was a thrift shopper. And so between a job in Bro Bridge, I hopped into a Goodwill one day.
I just realized which song you're about to play.
You fit me like you were made with me in mind. You fit me so well,
I couldn't leave you behind. I can see just what you were, or maybe I chose to be blind. Now that you're here, I have to leave some things behind. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. What's the use of having a pocket if you can fit nothing inside? I didn't see that your buttons were on the wrong side. I didn't see just what you were. I was too glad you fit my behind. And now that you're here, I don't think I can leave you behind. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. And I found you were on the men's rack. Didn't know that you were for a lady. Fit too well for me to put back. And for $5, I can't be too greedy. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. Lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. One more time, I said lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans. Last time, sing lady jeans, I guess I bought lady jeans. I think I just bought gas, lady jeans.
You got one more for us?
Yes, sir. So I have two cheating songs. My wife said that's enough. You need to move on. Two love songs and then two kind of cutting up songs. You heard one of those. I'm going to do one of the love songs, but it really started out with the attempt at humor based on this old house. I've had a knee replacement and a hip replacement, and I probably need a couple of other replacements. And so, kind of a play on this old house. It's called This Old Husband. But as I went along, the humor kind of came out of it, and it turned into a love song. And it's like you were talking about, like I started in one direction, but it turned into something else. And I've gotten some favorable response from this one. It's called This Old Husband. In this old house with this old husband. Oh, it's for a female vocal, which I can't do. In this old house with this old husband, we started out poor. That's just how it was then. Remodel and expand, he did a lot of work by hand on this old house. Yeah, this old husband. We added a room, then we added a son. Baby girl came next. We were having some fun. He framed our lives up early here, and things got better every year in this old house with this old husband. He added a porch, and he hung up a swing. While he was doing his work, he would whistle and sing. Said he was tired of all my bitching, so he bumped out that old kitchen. I love this house, and I love this old husband. We danced in the hall, bumping into the wall. Fell down, cracked up, tried to get back up. He lifted me off the old wood floor and carried me through the bedroom door. I love this house, and I love this old husband. A loving heart, but he got older. An aching back and one bad shoulder. The kids moved off, came back with their own. For a couple of days, they would fill up our home. In this old house, we made out well. We swore an oath we'd never sell. But this old house outlasted this old husband. I was not ready to be alone, not by myself in this old home. Together here, we weathered storms, and this old husband kept me warm. But this old house outlasted this old husband. Yes, this old house outlasted this old husband, but this old love will outlast this old house. Thank you.
Hey, how about a long time for Mickey McCartney? What's it for me? We're going to bring up Jaden and Andy Smith. We'll take a minute or two. We're going to set up a piano real quick. So let me grab a drink, stretch the legs a little bit. We'll be right back in just a minute. Hey, back on. So, that's a song I like to think my dog wrote. And I just play it for him. And I like to introduce it that way. Because if you hear the lyrics and you think I wrote it, that would be weird. He said you don't know how lucky you are. You got a friend like me, laying on the floor, listening to the door and wondering how long you gonna be. He said you don't know how lucky you are that I can't go outside. 'Cause if I could run, I think half the fun would be trying to figure out how to fly. 'Cause I've been riding on the back seat. You got me eating out the small bowl. I need to turn it to the tap of my feet to find a place to stick my nose. 'Cause I've been riding on the back seat. Man, you know I know my way back home. Now if you could, I wish you would lighten this lonesome load. You say you don't know how lucky you are, and I can't open the door. 'Cause if I could, believe I would, man, you'd never see me here no more. You say you don't know how lucky you are that I can fend for myself. 'Cause if I got hungry, every time I get lonely, I'd have to wait for somebody else. I've been riding on the back seat. You got me drinking at the toilet bowl. I need to turn her to the tap of my feet to take the changes out of cool. 'Cause I've been riding on the back seat. Man, you know I know my way back home. Now if you could, I wish you would lighten this lonesome load. Me say you don't know how lucky you are. You got a friend like me, laying on the floor, listening to the door and wondering how long keys, and Mr. Andy Smith on the guitar, singing, and some vocals and things. So this is gonna be awesome. Andy, you got something for us?
Yeah. First song I wrote, I was at a really low point in my life, and I was getting ready to take 35 days of time out, you know. And they would come to pick me up in the morning and have a little time out, you know, go to charm school. And so, you know, it was a really bad time. I'd been through a divorce and kind of living on the streets, you know, door to door. And it was bad. It was really, really bad. And it's at a turning point in my life. It was around 2014. And the night before I wrote this song, and rarely do I write a song in one night, but most of the song was written that night. And my life changed after that. And, you know, things are good. So it's called No Getting Over You. There's no easy way to get over you. I tried everything, just wrong. We were friends before we were lovers. Not so long ago, I knew I'd keep holding on. Things I need to let go. So tired of running, I can't walk away from you. Can you give me something? Something I can hold on to. I got lost in you, trying to find myself. Just keep praying. Can anybody help? How do I get over getting over you? I got lost in you, trying to find myself. I just keep praying. Can anybody help? How do I get over getting over you? Being shot in pieces, all my hopes and dreams. I give you you all my heart and soul. Give you everything. Oh, but I'm so tired of running. Can't walk away from you. Can you give me something? Oh, something I can hold on to. I got lost in you, trying to find myself. Just keep praying. Can anybody help? How do I get over getting over you? I got lost in you, trying to find myself. Just keep praying. Can anybody help? How do I get over getting over you? It's the first time he's played that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
His name's Jaden. Like Prince, Sting, he's got one name.
That's awesome. So I was supposed to be thinking of something to talk about now, and I was listening the whole time. And so I think something that a lot of people know about Andy, but maybe not everybody does, is that Andy's been doing this at an incredibly high level for a very long time, in a lot of different scenarios where he's leading bands with all sorts of different musicians and different formats and all those things. And so I'm curious, Andy, like for you, like where songwriting fits into that, and like for like if you're producing a song and you have a musician like Jaden to work with and all that, like how do you make how do you make those decisions about where to go with your songs and stuff, because you can go anywhere with them, right?
Yeah, now I can.
Right.
I've been looking for a guy like that because I like melodies and I like textures and doing different things. I started out a John Prine guy. Now I'm I like Babyface and funk and soul and and Marvin Gaye and stuff like that. So I feel like I like to think of myself as a quarterback. Like I got to see what my team is and then play to their strengths and and at this point in my life, I'm wanting to do this soul gospel record and this kid comes in. So yeah.
Well, I want to say something about that. So, Jaden, and every time I've seen you play, and you just said the word kid, and like I've seen young people who have a lot of dexterity and can play and all that kind of thing, but like your ability to understand what a song needs and to play that, and Andy said it best earlier. He says, just as much as he knows what to play, he knows what not to play. And it's hard to overstate how valuable of a thing that is. So it's incredible. It's beautiful. I'm glad you're here.
You guys talked about it earlier. The song is a conversation. And, I had to learn how to talk to the guys in my band because, you got to break their ego sometimes, but you don't want to break it every time. And I was, I could be really harsh. So one of the things I learned to do was how to talk to them, because we're sensitive, we're childish, we're ego-driven, and those things are what make us great musicians, or good musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to learn how to deal with that and not let it overwhelm you and overwhelm others. So one of the things I came up with was the song is a conversation. You have to listen more than you talk.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's
and
a
you
big
guys
deal.
hit on that earlier very
That's
well.
a big deal.
And
So, Jaden, whenever you're listening to something, if it's something you never played before, how are you thinking about approaching that?
Well, it's like you gotta figure out. It's like think of it like it's architectural. Think about it like building a building. You have to find the base. You have to start with the base. You move up from there. But your most important thing is building the base first. you move up from there and you find what you need to find, and then you just integrate it into your own stuff. You stay in the pocket, stay where you need to be at. It's like your boss telling you to work. You don't want to overwork. You just want to be where you need to be at, and that's how you figure out a song.
Yeah.
Got another one for us?
Yeah, we're gonna do a song called Reverend Lee. It's about a guy who's lived a life of sin, and he's looking for redemption at the end of his life. And it's not about me.
I don't know what I mean.
Get me in your water, set my spirit free. Oh, Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, too late to save a man like me. I've been flirting with you way too long. Worried about my soul. Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, help me find a little peace. Dip me in your water, set my spirit free. I was born on a bad day, the destiny was set. The only friends I've ever known were misery and regret. All to find a bright spot for my weary wretched past. The only time I feel at home, locked up in jail. You dip me in your water, set my spirit free. Tell me, Reverend, can you help me find a little peace? I wasted so much time on my self-centered schemes. I tried to blame everyone for my shattered dreams. Now I see I've been so wrong. I pray it's not too late. Forgive me of my sins. Let me die in grace. You dip me in your water, set my spirit free. Tell me, Reverend, help me find it, please. Oh, I wasted so much time on my self-centered schemes. I tried to blame everyone for my shattered dreams. Now I see I've been so wrong. I pray it's not too late. Forgive me of my sins. Let me die in grace. Dip me in your water, set my spirit free. Oh, tell me, Reverend, help me find the peace. Hey, help me, yeah. Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, too late to save a man like me. I've been flirting with evil way too long. I'm worried about my soul. Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, help me find a little peace. Dip me in your water, set my spirit free. One more. Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, too late to save a man like me. I've been flirting with evil way too long. I'm worried about my soul. Reverend Lee, Reverend Lee, help me find a little peace. Dip me in your water,
set my spirit free. So, this is an old tune of mine. Dylan, you want to lead it on a little bit, or not too much?
Apparently, but I'll try.
All right, right on. I mean, hey, if that means
If I
anything.
mess up, it's jazz, right?
I wrote this long enough ago that I've had to change the lyrics twice. When I wrote it, it said I'm on the backside of 25, and now I'm a little further down the road. You know, sunshine in my sky. You know, fire left in my eye. I'm on the backside of 25, and I ain't got a single dime. I'm hearing footprints in the room. You say you'll be leaving soon. Well, it can't be soon enough, so go on and do what you're gonna do. I ain't got time to worry. I'm wondering what that means. 'Cause there ain't no use to hurry. Lord, when I got no place to be. I'm hearing footprints in the room. You say you'll be leaving soon. Well, it can't be soon enough, so go on and do what you're gonna do. Now, broken hearts and broken laws. I've been sold and I've been bought. Well, I can't see a better dream than the one that I have got. Ain't no time to worry. Wonder what that means. 'Cause it ain't no use to hurry. Lord, when I got no place to be. Oh, when I got no place. No place, there ain't no place to be. Awesome. I'd like to introduce y'all to Mr. Dylan Irving. You can do a song for us, folks.
Check, check, check. Hello, everyone. I would first like to say it's an honor to be here in the presence of so many talented musicians. My name is Dylan Evergreen. I'm based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Been writing songs for about 2 to 3 years now. I haven't really told anybody the stories behind them yet, but this song is written about the movie Eternal Sunshine on a Spotless Mind. So if you're familiar. Anyways, here it goes. Who's knocking at my door? Is that the same guy from before?
your soul. I am not at all like home. The reason why I do not know. Inside my mind exists a completely empty and control. But there's the same old lingering feeling about a life I did not live. Oh my God, I believed you were gone. Oh my God, oh my darling, anytime.
That's one of those movies that I loved it, and I was like, I don't know if I can watch it again.
Yeah.
It's so
Heartbreaking,
heartbreaking,
yeah.
man.
I have to watch it again just to understand it, really. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
All right, so this is Jeff Broussard. Got something for us?
Yeah, I just have one short story. I hope you guys like horror.
Oh, yeah.
Been out of place. It's been a lot of positive music tonight, but it's something a little different. This is a story I had 2 years ago, so I just broke it out yesterday. Did a few revisions, and it can change, but yeah, we'll see what happens. My name is Jeff Broussard, and this is entitled Mad Abel. I have to put on my horror cap. I was touched by gentle hands. A sinkhole had formed outside my home city, revealing a network of strange labyrinthian caves and tunnels. Inside was unidentified plant matter that seemed to be fungal. It grew everywhere and had miles-long thick tendrils with gentle hands on the end. A young boy had found himself in one of these caves in his own backyard, reaching out like gentle hands. The boy's father had discovered his son tangled in hairy strands of the alien material, but otherwise unharmed. The boy had reached out, and a gentle hand had greeted his father as well. This invasion became known as the Abel Shroom, and it's why I'm running away. Away from humanity, away from gentle hands. Waiting for the world to kill itself, maybe I'll survive. The Abel Shroom cured all disease at first. Then came the side effects with it, great powers but odd. They came from gentle hands, after all. You felt immortal and whole, youth, strength, energy. So, living in an age where medicinal mushrooms are all the rage, the Abel Shroom reached out gently. Gently. It started a cult. At its center was the boy and his father. I got to meet them. I got to meet the boy, the one with gentle hands. And some of my family and friends were with me too. What I witnessed had me terrified. I'll try my absolute best to relate what happened, but I may not be able to because of the gentle hands. My uncle was covered in fire, but was not burned. A woman changed her hair color and the appearance of her face. There was a mind reader. A friend's wishes came true. She had found a true lover with gentle hands. I saw my mother later on. She smiled, but it wasn't real. It was upside down. Hold on. Hesitant, I was in a crowded room. Everyone was able. I was lulled. The air was thick as if dust and dirt from a tractor had been stirred up. The gentle hands spoke. It's like the pneumonia. Every sickness strengthens you. The infection heals. All your spheres move at once. Nightmarish, I excused myself outside. Excused myself from the hands he reached out with. No one stopped me. I thought someone would. The hands were wrapping around me, but not touching. But the boy walked near me, and my heart nearly burst from my chest as he touched me with a gentle thorn. Thorn. They were gentle thorns. I don't remember walking outside. My hands were dirty. Spores. And this is how it happened. This is what happened by being touched by the gentle thorns. I sang a heavenly song I can't remember. I was filled with joy, and my voice was the most divine thing you'd ever heard of. I lifted to the sky, where the rainbow ship sat, clad in gold and black, stretching from horizon to horizon. The power lines of the vessel danced around me. 2 gentle thorns hooked into my backside where my kidneys were. I was given a small black stone, and I was able to float it between my own 2 gentle thorns. The force was magnetic. I squeezed the thorns apart to keep the stone spinning. I thought the flesh would heal from my gentle hands. Downward. An amalgamation of spheres applauded. The pain was righteous, the medicine a god. Eternity was a little boy, steeping, brewing in a basin of mushroom tea, serving himself through gentle thorns. Yet the spheres dwelt in a labyrinth. Yes, the spheres dwelt in the labyrinth of tangled gentle thorns. Yes, the caves were the golden chalice of mush wine. Then, and this is when I had seen the thorns, not hands, but the thorns. A man lived in fire, but slept in ashes. The mind reader knew everything except himself. The changed woman was everyone and had no face. My mother, the gentle thorns stung her mouth. The cords pulled her lips into a smile. The boy, the gentle thorns. He had sores and bumps invading his face. Eyes swelled shut, sunken in. A mass of blood roots breathed up and down on his head, and I was for a moment angelic, but I lifted no more. I avoided the applauding spheres, drifting. Reality stretched before me. I am somewhat sane, somewhat myself, but still, somehow, I escaped the mad Abel.
Thank you for that. So I was listening to Jeff read that. I was thinking that it's like it's not unlike music, right? And that you have these repetitive kind of visuals that you keep coming back to, these repetitive concepts, and kind of keep driving them home, and then giving us different ways to kind of look at them. And that's I think a super effective kind of thing.
I forgot to mention this is based off of I'm not sure if I said it or not, it's based off of a crazy ass dream that I had.
Oh, yeah?
So if you're really fashioned into stories, Stephen King's not.
Okay, right on. Yeah. That makes sense.
Sit through.
So whenever, so for both of you guys, I guess, whenever you're writing things, I mean, do you have like a kind of a concept of that, or it's like you said, you've been writing 2 or 3 years now, huh? How long have you been writing?
Off and on for years, but I'm actually kind of just getting back to it.
Right.
The muses kind of visit me once in a blue moon.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Lo and behold. But at the moment, I'm kind of just journaling and trying to slowly get back to it,
Mhm.
get my thoughts together before I write some more. But we're gonna just share that 2-year story and bring it out and see what it does. That's it.
Well, that's awesome. You got another tune for us?
Yeah, absolutely. This next song is actually off my album I released 6 months ago. It's called My White Winged Dove, and I wrote it to be perceived as a love song, but it's actually me talking to my childhood self. Yeah. Here it goes. Many times I lie awake so late at night just thinking of you. I wanna see your crooked smile, your ugly pictures. I wanna see my blue-eyed love. I wanna see my white-winged dove. Oh baby, why do you cry so late at night? Another bad dream, another flashing in the pain, and utter silence fills the room till you cannot breathe. time is up, it's time to leave. Flap your wings, fly far away from me. There's nothing new to see, my white wing dove. No coming down, I'm flying up to Idaho and landing downtown. I left the note right by your window. I'm gonna go wherever the wind blows. My white winged dove. Oh, my white winged dove. Oh, my white winged dove. Oh, my white winged dove.
Come on, for Dylan Evergreen and Jeff Brewster. Dylan, you said you have some music out that we can find?
Yeah, it's out on everything, day by day, folk
Right.
record.
And it's under your name, huh? Dylan Evergreen.
Dylan
Right on.
Evergreen.
So nice to meet you.
Thank y'all
Nils.
for having me.
Pretty excited about this. I'm gonna tell y'all while they're coming up here that as far as I'm concerned, with local songwriters, I don't know anybody who does it better than Troy Richard. And Blake Seymour. So this earlier JP and Reese were talking about kind of rewriting songs and writing songs, and this is a song that took me a very long time to get to the point that it made sense to me. And I'll admit it to y'all, but I wouldn't admit it to everybody, but I was helped to understand what this song was about by TikTok. So I wrote it, it's called Intangible, and I was trying to get my brain around this feeling that I kept feeling that I didn't know how to deal with. And one day I was on TikTok, and I saw this little video about something called an anxious attachment style. I don't know if you've seen those, but I was like, oh, that's what it is. So, long story short, I've come to learn that I have what's called an anxious attachment style. And I ordered a book. I didn't read it yet. Once I do, I'm going to be fixed, and then I won't have it anymore. When you leave, when you go, you leave me here intangible. A little superstition, a little bit moral. Let's if they come to diagnose. When you come back, I'll be home, waiting here with tangled bones, tangled fingers, and tangled toes. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and Southern Belle, and muddy water sang to me from the river below. There ain't a lot that I can say to pacify this notion. I'm a cheap contribution to your living room wall. See, when you leave, tangled ribbon and tangled bow, a star-spangled jewel and southern belle, and muddy water sang to me from the river below. There ain't a light that I can see will pacify this notion of a cheap contribution to your living room wall. Cheap contribution to your living room wall. Alright. Blake, you got something for us over there?
Yeah. Cool. Alright, so this is a song about it's partially about this place many years ago, and when you've just kind of broken up with somebody and your friends, they don't let you be at your house just by yourself and watching TV, and they just want to drag you out and have a good time when it's probably too early for you to do that. So that's what this song is about. Well, I've been walking on my own. It's so hard, I'm talking on the phone to myself and no one else without a doubt. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. Well, hey, old timers on the prowl, it's the early bird diners to watch out for the way they've got that sway I'm all about. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. But the storm's coming in, I am knee deep in sin, I am told. The warmth that I seek, it shelters me from the cold. But that gets old. Well, I've been walking on my own, it's so hard, I'm talking on the phone to myself and no one else without a doubt. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning out. Don't tempt me while my fire's burning. I got a mandolin. I got a guitar. It's all right.
It's my turn now. All right, man. Thanks to all of you people for sticking around. This is a great event. So I've been writing songs for quite a while now, and back in the mid-90s, I was doing the songwriter circuit. There were some excellent songwriter rounds and circuits
here in Lafayette, and it's nice to have something like this come present some tunes again. So thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Jason. You've done an incredible job tonight, man. This is special. As a songwriter, as a person who loves songs, loves listening to other people's songs. Yeah, this is cool. So, all right, I'm nervous as hell. So, this is a song that I wrote right after the floods that happened in Texas. Just thinking about that, thinking about those kids. I don't want to bring us down, but just thinking about that, thinking about what was going through their mind when that stuff was going down, and it just, I guess, is a song to make it quick. It's just I realize how grateful I am for what I have and how precious life is. So this is a tune called well, I don't know what it's called yet, but it's Please Don't Leave Me, or When I Go, or something like that. Please don't leave me when I go. When I cross that bridge and head on down the road. Please don't leave me when I go. When I flee this world and free my soul. I've got a broken heart and a list of dreams. I've been working hard, finding the means. I've got to learn a way of unlearning things that always bury me. Oh, they bury me. So please don't leave me when I go. When I cross that bridge and head on down the road. Please don't leave me when I go. When I flee this world and free my soul. Oh. Got a big part yet to play. Hear my story, set the stage. If I never start, then I never gain. Oh, that weighs me down. Yeah, that weighs me down. So please don't leave me when I go. When I cross that bridge and head on down the road. Please don't leave me when I go. When I flee this world and free my soul. I've got a broken heart and a list of dreams. I've been working hard to find the means. And learn a way of unlearning things that always bury me. Oh, they bury me. Oh, how they bury me.
When I cross that bridge and head on down the road, please don't leave me. When I go, when I flee this world and free my soul, when I cross that bridge and head on down the road.
So Troy mentioned earlier a little bit while we were talking. So Troy has a group called Richard Review. Fantastic band. How long have y'all been playing together? For a long time now, huh?
25,
Yep.
30 years. Yeah.
So it's like there's something that happens with the band where it's like the band kind of develops an umbrella, right? And Troy was telling me he's got a bunch of these songs that he's writing that don't necessarily fit under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of an interesting thing for a songwriter to deal with or whatever. So I'm curious what do you think about that? Like, do you have plans for these songs? Do they have to come out? So you got to write them regardless, or you know what I mean?
Oh, they absolutely have to come out. And y'all touched on a lot of this already. But it's just, it's a form of journaling for me, songwriting, you know. Just grab the guitar and sit on the porch and see what happens, see what magic happens. And I love the way I mostly songwrite is I don't have the words already. I kind of like just that spontaneity of just being open to, you know, however it happens. I don't know. I don't consider myself a great writer. I don't sit down and write these things. I like to let it all happen at the same time. And it's a beautiful, magical thing. And so a lot of these, so I'm writing a lot of songs, and I feel like a lot of songs either easily lend themselves to a full band or they don't. And I could easily, I think I could present these songs to the band and see what comes out, but I kind of like having those different avenues to present, you know, because the band, man, there's 7 members in the band, so even if everybody's playing real quietly, it's still this huge sound, you know. It's hard to get the guitar player to turn the freaking down. Blake knows he's in the band, and those that know who I'm talking about. And he's a beautiful guitar player, but he just won't turn down.
And he plays with 2 amps.
Yeah, in stereo. It's like, come on,
You gotta have that stereo.
you know. So, I mean, I've always loved being able to present other tunes, because there's definitely tunes like that, I mean, I feel like it's just me and a guitar does it justice. Now, violin was beautiful. So, thank you.
I'm trying to stay out the way.
Well, no, you were in your lane, man. It was beautiful.
So that brings up something. So Blake does a lot of, in addition to songwriting, Blake does a lot of like utility playing, meaning like he'll show up with a band and over the course of the evening play 4 instruments, especially if you consider vocals and all those things. And it's like, yeah, I found you always kind of had a knack for knowing what needed to be there. And I'm sure in a lot of cases that's figured out beforehand, but I've seen you sit in with enough folks to know that you kind of do that also.
Yeah, and I think Troy was talking about, you know, wait for the magic to come. I took the same approach with kind of the opposite. I took 1 music class at UL, I think guitar, learned a little bit of theory, but I didn't want to learn too much and take kind of the magic away from it, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I always want it to be special and kind of random.
I took a piano class and I had to quit because I kept getting fussed at because I was swinging my scale.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't play them straight.
Yeah,
They just kill me. So yeah, it didn't work out. But well, just I got too much ADD to just sit there.
Yeah. I don't want to, I mean, I respect people who do that. I don't want to turn it into like a math problem.
Yeah,
you know.
Right, you got another song for us?
Yeah, so this is a very new song.
You gonna play this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. So this, I think I found like a cheat code to writing songs. It takes me forever to write a song. I could write in an hour or 30 minutes. I have a hook in the first verse and the chorus maybe, and it takes 2 months to write the rest. So the new way I'm doing it is I make a voice recording of that. I send it to Troy Richard. He finishes it that day. It turns out really
It's
well.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I can never think of the good ideas, but I can finish one.
yeah. So I'm the opposite. So this is that song. I think Troy. I think I started it last week and Troy finished it maybe 3 days ago or something like that. So I have my cheat words right here with some chords. Because he wrote probably 70% of the song and added some chords to it, so I'm going to try to do it justice. We'll see. Dead strings on an old guitar, and the feeling that it's all come apart. Sorry, somebody's texting me. There's nothing to see. It's always been hard, worn down till we stretch ourselves too far. Like dead strings, like dead strings, like dead strings on an old guitar. Dead strings and the feeling guitar, and the feeling is all but gone. There's nothing but change. Bright gets dark, strung out and bent beyond regard. Like dead strings, like dead strings, like dead strings on an old guitar. Baby, is that all we are? Feel so tightly wound. Is there dullness in your heart at its breaking point? Beating pound for pound till there is no sound. Like dead strings, dead strings, and dead strings on an old guitar. Like dead strings, like dead strings, like dead strings on an old guitar. Thank you.
That is the greatest song you ever have written.
Thanks, man.
No, but man, I love when Blake sends me these ideas because it's just like, listen to it, and it's beautiful, you know? So yeah. If anybody has a half a song, Andre Como, you still here? Do what? You have his number. All right. All right, yeah. Just go ahead and play this one. So this is a my guitar sounds strange. That's all right. Yes. So I'll try to be quick. This is okay. So this is a tune. I'm never good about talking about my tune. So this is good for me. This is good practice. I've been working with this rhythm for a long time, and it wasn't until there's many lyrics that went along with this chord progression stuff. It wasn't until I read an article about back in the day, I don't know what time, but probably 1800 or so, in the lower Mississippi, people would want to get up to like the bigger towns, like Natchez, whatever, and they would float the Mississippi, but they'd actually float downstream to get upstream. So the way the river would bend, if you can try to grasp this concept, they would jump in the river on this side and float and try to get across the river and then portage that land and do the same thing. And so that whole concept just blew my mind, but just the idea of floating downriver to move upstream as a songwriter, that sparked my interest. And I'd always been interested in, like, Angola and just hundreds of guys that are falsely incarcerated or thrown in for a life sentence for having a little bit of weed in their pocket or something. I don't know. I've always thought about that and thought about, just there's their pleading their, innocence, and there's the law coming down on them, and then there's the truth. And so I wrapped all that together, and this is a song called Three Sides to the Story. Two sides to the wall. Two sides. No, let me start this one over. This is the first time I've sung this in front of a crowd. So. Here we go. Now I'm here. Yeah. It's two sides to the coin. Two sides to this wall. Three sides to the story. Yours, mine, and the actual. There's blues in the ocean. There's blues in my soul. There's blues in the bayou, tugging on an old cane pole. And you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. Here they come on a mission. Here they come on a run. Here they come out of prison. Yeah, the bartering has just begun. There's been weary wandering, oh, and there's been heavy hauls. There's been down yonder with portages to cross, and you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to move upstream. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you can float downriver to
Two sides to the coin, and two sides to this wall. Three sides to the story, yours, mine, and the actual. Thank you very much, y'all.
Never blitzing on Troy Richard.
I've never heard that song. I think the band should be playing that.
Well, I don't know.
That's beautiful, man. Awesome. All right, so up next we got Mr. Tony Ridge and Mr. Paul Wooten. Thanks, Carl. Thank y'all for hanging out so much, for being here. This is awesome, man. I'm excited. And, we got 4 more songwriters, and thank y'all for sticking it out. Huh?
Thank y'all.
I said I'm going to do a quick little song. This is a song that I wrote for, oddly enough, my chicken. Her name was Sarita. Yo, Sarita, driving me crazy. You gotta trust me, baby. I ain't here to break your heart. I swear, Sarita, girl, you swear I ain't trying to leave you. Got me hanging up here like a work of art. Yo, Sarita, you get ahead in my feelings. You know what ain't appealing? Sleeping in this place alone. I swear, Sarita, you girl, you're driving me out of myself. That's a lonely, lonely place to be alone. Take it out. Yeah. Gotta put Mr. Paul Wooten on the lead. Actually, this is Paul and Tony Rich, and we got a couple of songs. A song for us.
My name is Tony. I don't really talk too much, but I met at the Crossroads about 2 years ago. Picked up the guitar, just started playing, just started writing music. This is my first song, so this is gonna be for you guys. Volume. Ashes falling wild and free.
hearts can hang. We were gods in dirty shoes, burning out before you. Every scar's a piece of art, with some cigarettes and stardust hearts. We were gods in dirty shoes, burning out before we grew. Every scar's a piece of art, with some cigarettes and stardust hearts. We thought we'd never break, but even hearts can ache.
Yeah, indeed. Beautiful.
Yeah. What was your name again?
Tony.
Tony. Tony doesn't like to talk. However,
Make up for it.
I'll make it for it. So, first of all, I don't think Jason was nervous about tonight, but I know he was anxious. No doubt.
That's true.
And you've done a terrific job.
Thank you.
Yes. So, that's it. I write a lot of songs. I've written a lot of songs. And I try to touch on different aspects of life. Sometimes personalities, different things, sometimes descriptive things like places, stuff like that. And it can be through experience or how you imagine it would be. So, and then the rest is left up to interpretation of your listener. So this one is entitled The Pain I Feel. It's a song about, we go through life and some people complain all day long, other people just always have a smile on their face. And you might look at those people and go, oh man, they got it made. You just don't see what everything that's going on. And maybe they have the ability to make adjustment through their trials and whatever and say, you know what, it sucks, but I got this, okay? That's an optimist. I am the consummate optimist. My glass is not half full, it's full. So here we go. The pain I feel. I'm taking my time, I'm taking it slow. Got things on my mind, no one can know. I keep them inside, where no one can go, where no one can find that big empty hole. I'm living the dream, or so I am told, but it's not what it seems. Sometimes I grow so cold, that's what everyone sees. Then there is what is real, and you would never believe the pain I feel. Where there's no love, there is no hope. With no heaven above, there is no hell below. I put on a game face where no one can see that big empty space not what it seems. Sometimes I grow so cold. That's what everyone sees. Then that is what is real. And you would never believe the pain I feel. No, you would never believe the pain I feel. That's what everyone sees. Then that is what is real. And you would never believe. No, you would never believe. You would never believe. The pain I feel. I'm taking my time. I'm taking it slow. They said, earlier somebody said something about, we were all doing the same thing, and then just some of us would just do it different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm different.
Yeah. So Paul, you've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
So you said that was the first song you wrote?
Yes.
Yeah. How long has it been since you started doing this?
I started writing for 2 years now.
Yeah.
But I finally put a song together. I'm just like, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
This is something, some people can relate to.
Yeah.
Something that's just feels free.
I felt like that. I felt all that same stuff you just said. It made sense. Could definitely relate to it.
Both, did you?
Incredible.
Yeah, you should continue for
You got another tune for us?
sure. I actually do. I released this song secretly.
All right.
It's called Stars. I'm gonna have to stand up for this.
Okay, wait. So you said you released it?
Yes.
Where can we find it?
It's on all platforms like Spotify.
Under your name?
No, it's under Frank Finesse.
Okay.
Frank Finesse with 1K.
Right on.
There's a copier out there with 2Ks. So Frank Finesse with
He
1K.
wants to be just like me. Just bear with me. We need to figure out these chords. Again, volume.
We got another one.
Got another. This is one some of you have heard before. Changed it up a little bit. But anyway, I complimented Jason on his job tonight. And this woman back here, without her, this isn't happening. Okay? So, Nancy, you're great. This is a tribute song to her. And I changed it up a little bit because we've changed locations. So it's not much, but here we go. The name of the song is Nancy's Place. Walking down the sidewalk when I heard somebody say, "Hey, where you going with that guitar?" "Going to Nancy's new place." "Why don't you come along? And if you know how to play, well, you can sing your song down in Nancy's new place. Down in Nancy's place, where the music flows. Down in Nancy's place, we'll be putting on a show. Down at Nancy's place. People young and old come here and they play songs that they wrote down at Nancy's new place. Now if you're like me and you enjoy a little taste, well, it's not gonna be BYOB. Not at Nancy's new place. Down at Nancy's place, where the music flows. Down at Nancy's place. Come on, everybody, let's go. Down at Nancy's place. Nancy's place. Her enthusiasm is infectious. And our truism that's so precious. All ages are welcome, so come on down. Have yourself a little bit of fun. And don't forget to keep your talking down to an anonymous. Down at Nancy's place, we'll be putting on a show. Down at Nancy's place. Come on, let's go. Down at Nancy's place, where the music flows. Down at Nancy's place. Nancy's place. Thank you, Nancy.
Round of applause for Tony Green. Frank Finesse, all right? 1K. Come up. Up next, we got our last round of the night. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. By the way, I think we'll be back in 2 weeks. Is that right, Nancy? I think so.
Say again, 2
We'll be
weeks,
back
yes.
in 2 weeks. Yep. So keep an eye out. Come on back. Next, we got Mr. Darrell Romaine. And Josh is joining us. Josh is new to the area. We met before when he was living out in Houma, and it was a nice surprise to see him tonight. And I'm so glad you stuck around and gonna play with us today. So give us a second. There's a song about the first job I ever had. And it's a perfect resonator song. So
What key?
E. Oh,
It's not your fault.
it's not? What you want to do then? A?
A or G.
Oh, yeah.
I used to work at the Dell Champs. I'd bring all the baskets in and put up with people's shit. That's the two things you gotta do. Get the baskets and tolerate folks. Yeah. So I'm looking down at the grocery store. I push a broom, I keep a clean flow. Say, neighbor, you can't tell me what you don't know. You can't tell me 'cause you don't know. They gonna pay me $5.75. I guess that's what I'm worth for an hour of my time. So now I don't hustle and I don't grind. I stroll the aisles watching the carts roll by while I'm working down at the grocery store. I push a broom out, keep a clean floor. There we go. So never you can't tell me what you don't know. You can't tell me what you don't know. God, feel free to take along, man. Holiday pay for an hour and a half. They ought to buy me a couple of gallons of gas so I can pack up my happy ass and bring it down to you fast, fast. But till then I'll be working down at the grocery store. I push a broom, I keep the clean floor. See, remember, you can't tell me what you don't know. You can't tell me 'cause you don't know. Hey, thank you so much. So I'd like to introduce Josh and Terrell. You can take it away from us first. Who wants to go first?
I'm too flat, so
I
ain't gonna stop all over.
That's all good.
How y'all doing? It's kind of chilly.
Yeah.
So Josh, where'd you move from?
So I moved from Raceland, Louisiana.
Gotcha.
Down around home at
Yeah.
So I met Jason about a year ago. We showed up for a singer-songwriter open mic that lasted 3 hours. Me, him, and the guy that hosted are the only people that showed up. So we all played about a whole 50-minute set by ourselves, pretty much.
We basically showed up for a gig.
Yeah, it was horrible. There's like 5 people in the audience, and this dude's got like a carnival of stuff going. I'm looking around like, God almighty, there's no one listening to this. And luckily, I played in front of him. I think I didn't have to follow the man I left.
I'm glad you're here tonight, man. It's good to see you.
And it's no wonder that anyone believes in you anyhow. Oh, sweet patience, you never believe I've been. I went back down the same road so I swore I'd never go back down again. Every time I call on you, it's all the same. I beg for your guidance, and then you push me in the flame. Oh, patience. Damn it. I just wrote this song 3 weeks ago. Hold on. Patience. Yeah, patience. Gotta have patience with yourself and everybody around you. Oh, patience. What did I ever do to you? Probably that same thing I'd done to myself long before I ever knew you. We both run in circles, never getting anywhere. If my arms were any longer, I might grab you by the hair and drag you down to the ground and kiss your cheek. Oh, patience. You left me without any word. Just a long, lonesome pillow and a pocket full of hurt. I couldn't wait for you to come around. Now I got nothing but time and all the patience in the world. It couldn't make you change your mind. Oh, patience. Go ahead, let me think about the rest of it. Oh, patience. Why you always let me down? Oh, patience, I never really liked you anyhow. Oh, patience, I never really liked you anyhow.
Hey. Ryan, got something for us? So before Darrell starts, I'm going to tell you something he probably won't tell you, but Darrell, you've been writing songs for, shit, how old are you?
40 years.
So 39 years?
No, yeah, I've been writing for 40 years.
Okay. Wait, yeah, I was supposed to, you almost snuck one by him.
This song was written 30 years ago, not 40 years ago. Thoreau, you read his writings about going out into the woods and being alone and like just leaving the whole world behind. And that's where this song came from a long time ago. I've never really been that way. I love being around people. I'm quiet, but I love being around people. So this really isn't me.
All the birds have flown away. When you come back on a better day, little creatures scatter. Nothing waits to get out of my way. Mr. Thoreau, were you right or were you wrong? Do I have the right to live alone? Do I have the right to live alone? Taking lots of chances with my dreams. Taking lots of chances with my dreams. Do I have the right to dream? Do I have the right to dream? The choice is yours, the choice is mine, the choice is ours. I still find and I'll dream. I'm gonna dream, I'm gonna dream. I'm gonna dream, I'm gonna dream. Gonna dream, gonna dream.
So, my favorite things is like we're all doing kind of the same thing, but like everybody kind of comes at it from a different direction. I think like it's like weird, and it's so interesting to me to find like all the reasons that people write songs. So this might be an impossible question to answer too, but can you tell me why the fuck do y'all do this?
I like torturing myself.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. So we do it for the same reasons.
Part of me wishes I could just play bass in the band and play Brian Eyed Girl every Friday night, but I just can't effing do it. Well, if it's paying well and they're feeding me, I mean, I'll do it. I'm not saying I won't.
No, me and Jason kind of do sing the Brown Eyed Girls.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it because I've done it a few.
So when they tell you to sing Brown Eyed Girl, you look at the rest of the band and you kind of cringe and you do it.
I try to play bass in the shadows.
I find I'm completely okay with doing that as long as I balance it with being able to do creative things that I enjoy doing too. Because I don't not enjoy doing that, right? It's a good song. It's fun to play when you play with good people.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing with good people.
But if I did that every night for then I'd probably hang myself from a bass string.
Yeah. When people are enjoying it, no big deal. I played in some crappy bands. It sucked, man. It's like when you play No Parking on the Dance Floor and there's parking on the dance floor. No bueno.
All your authority is gone.
Yeah.
You got another song for us?
Yeah. So this one has a little bit of a story to it. So I had an aunt who was like the matriarch of our family, kept it all together. And she had this saying, when you look at a tombstone, you got the dates, and then you got the dash. So your life is all about the dash in between. And we all assumed that was like her original thing. After I wrote this song, I realized that no, it's not actually. There's a world famous poem about it. When I went to release this song, so if you want to listen to it, a guy named Caleb King cut it, and it's out there on Spotify, wherever you listen to music. So I go to release it, and I Google it a little bit, and sure enough, man, the dash is a pretty common thing. But anyway, this was kind of a song. I wrote the chorus on our way back from the funeral, and then I don't know. I usually finish songs in about 5 minutes. This one took me 2 years. Anyway, so this is the dash. The dash, you can look up Caleb King wherever you want to, and he sings like a freaking bird. He's got a lot of other good stuff. Born to the world, you take your first breath, and mom holds you tight, she takes care of the rest. And
time and through love, you take your first steps. You two growing up now, and you do your best. There's just a dash between dates on the stone, and that's all you got. You best make it your own. And life's not the day you were born, you leave. Yeah, it's all just a dash in between. And months turn to years, and there's a mom on her own. She struggles to breathe, raising kids all alone. And persistence is proof that life will move on. And the struggles will leave if you weather that storm. Time and time you walk that line till you measure up. Line after line, you might find yourself before you go. Years into life, you fall into yourself. You don't know your name, all the folks that you help, but the lives that you change, you're ingrained in their soul, and you live on forever with all the folks that you sowed. Love that you sowed, I'm sorry. But there's just a dash between dates on the stone, and that's all you got. You best make it your own. Life's not the day you were born, you leave. It's all just a dash in between. Life's not the day you were born, you leave.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Josh, I want to say something real quick about that. So I think like as songwriters, we get this, or probably artists or creative people in general, we get this feeling like we need to do something that's never happened before. And if it hasn't happened before, there's probably a reason it hasn't happened before, right? And so like, rather than being like turned off by the idea that the dash is a concept already, like Conway Twitty sang The Rose, and like, how much more of a cliche concept can you have than The Rose, right? And there's still a lot of meat on the bones. That's a beautiful song.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep singing.
Thank you. Oh, and I want to add too, man. Well, he knows a little bit. Jason does. So where I didn't grow up, but where I've been playing for the last 20 years, if you wrote anything, there was nowhere to play. You could go to New Orleans, and you could probably put up a few bucks to play, or you might get $5 to drive over there to play, or no one showed up. And I played at a place like last week. Walked in, there's like 30 people in there, and they all listened to what was going on. And it's like, holy shit, man, that's pretty crazy. And then here,
What was the name of that place?
that was Napoleon's in New Iberia.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great. It's kind of interesting for people who want to create. There's actually a place you can go and play something.
You find your spot, man.
Yeah. I don't really care about getting paid.
And you know,
Man, and down south.
Well, that's a good thing. You'll be a lot happier.
The thing you played was like the only thing in town, man. I mean, that was it. Once a month, you could go do that if you wanted to play. It's like, I'd rather play on my porch. But it paid well.
Well, and Napoleon's, what was a spin-off of this? That's where Victor took
That's exactly right.
to New Iberia.
Mhm.
So,
That's
yeah,
exactly
that's
right.
good. That's good news.
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
Yes.
man. This is fantastic.
I've enjoyed playing this.
So, Right, you get the last song of the night. No pressure.
I was going to dedicate this one to Becca, but I don't see her out there.
Oh, she's coming back. She's in the potty.
Perfect time.
Oh, no, she really is.
How you doing?
I can eat a G or A.
Wherever you comfortable, I guess.
So this goes out to all the healers. So
Yes.
Becca's a
Tell us that. Yeah.
yeah, Becca's a healer. So Becca, this one's out for you. This is for all the healers in the world. There's different kinds. Don't spread anything.
She did. She washed her